In this video, we will be resupplying the space station, which we docked with in the last video. It is basically the exact same as the docking, except we use a different docking procedure, and we have larger boosters on the side. The reason for the larger boosters, should stop moving around, I'll put it down here. The reason for the larger boosters is because we have taken away some of the size and added it to that so that we may jettison from the space station and head back to Earth with the capsule, which you will see shortly. I'll bring that back up. So, everything full power, all engines on, blast off, or lift off, or whichever you prefer. I say lift off, but I was thinking of Jimmy Neutron at that moment, got a blast. So I said blast off. So we'll cut to booster separation. Here we are with booster separation, hoping that I don't hit my landing legs like I have in the past. I did not. So I will wait for our pitch kick or gravity turn after passing 30 kilometers, the Kármán line. Kármán line is agreed upon end of the atmosphere and the beginning of space. So I start circularizing my orbit, and we will separate the first stage after MECO, main engine cut off. Main engine cut off. Separation. Angle it downwards so that everything is in the correct position to land. Change primary focus to second stage. Ignite the engine. Start heading to a circularized orbit so that we can connect to the International Space Station, while secondary focusing on the first stage so that we may land. So, I'll see you then. We have the same interesting thing about this mission. The first stage, dropping, gives me enough time to get the second stage into a circularized low Earth orbit. And as soon as that hits there, we can switch to the first stage as it passes below the Kármán line, waiting for its slow re-entry into the atmosphere and its inevitable landing. So, we'll cut to that. We are falling rather fast and the stage is going sideways and upside down, so in case something crazy and eventful happens that might be, I don't know, laughable, maybe unexpected, we'll start recording before we hit the 500 meter mark, but I think I've gotten the stage under control. As we come below 500 meters, deploy the parachutes. Parachutes automatically fully deploy at 100 meters, wait for 20 meters to deploy the landing legs. This time we'll wait more below 20, around here. We watch as they come out right as it hits the ground. We switch back to the second stage. We recover the first stage. Set secondary focus to space station. Make the straight line. Orient ourselves. Bring our point of contact in closer until it comes to the opposite side of the orbit. Wait for those to touch. They're touching. We will continue orbiting until that straight line is on the other side. We come across from the point of contact. We burn prograde again for the orbit to again connect. Bring our point of contact in so much closer. Point of contact's coming in. Contact has become very small. Turning RCS on. Trying to get the point of contact closer. So you see that very small smidge right there? That is a point of contact. I would put it in the more connected white space above it, but that would most likely cause us to crash, which I do not want. So we will time warp to that location. We will slow down as to not go in front of our warp. We will stop about here. Try to orient ourselves with the space station. Now, where is the space station? Ah, it is coming up on us very closely. Now, it has happened like in a situation like this before, where we have crashed. Luckily, this is not one of those. So now I'm trying to decrease the relative velocity, which is not working extremely well. So in cases like this, I use the engine. So it has started coming down again a little. So now I'll thrust in its direction until it seems to stop. Just a little extra to send it back our way. And now we orient correctly. We will dock on the right appendage, or the right side. Slowly coming up with it. Now we stop our ship. we refuel the maneuvering tanker of the thing, the capsule. It is fully fueled, so we will disengage this, let this thing float out around here, move our focus to, that is the space station. We want to move our focus to the other part. There it is. We will start moving this towards the space station by using the RCS. So, here we go. And this is indeed enough RCS to deorbit us after our redocking, or our, not our redocking, our resupplying is done. So we are coming closer. Slow us down a little bit. I'll slow us down. We are coming in. I will orient us. I'll quickly boost us ahead. And now start slowing down and angling more to get to that docking port. Quick boost because I'm impatient. I'll most likely crash. But I'll try to stop. Okay, stop just fast enough. So now I'm coming in for a dock. Maybe this will be right on target. Maybe I'll be very stupid and hit it. Oop, not right on target. Slow down, slow down. Go up. Move more into the middle. And connected. So there we are. We are resupplying it. I will switch back to the second stage, which we will then burn retrograde. Make sure I don't hit the space station. Space station is up there, heading on its merry way. We simply let the fuel run out. So we'll skip to there. Fuel, so we will time warp to the inevitable destruction of second stage. Coming down fast. No need for the parachutes. It's just going to hit the ground. It will start slowing down, however, because it is at a parallel, which, if you've ever seen anybody skydive or been skydiving, you know the wind starts pushing against you, slowing you down. If you point straight down, you go faster. Although there's not much room for maneuverability, I cannot use the RCS because I am out of fuel. So we will just wait for the second stage to hit the ground. Then we will bring our lovely little pod from the space station. We will bring it down for landing on the Earth, returning any experiments they've done in the space station, so on and so forth. Quick fun fact, all the parts in this for the docking and everything is a $4 expansion pack on the Spaceflight simulator. Many people don't want to spend money. I wholeheartedly suggest you get the expansion pack. It's worth it. You get all the big parts. Let's see it crash real quick. Bang. Crashed. So a little bit to recover, but not really. We can just clear debris, clear everything. I wholeheartedly suggest you get the expansion pack. The expansion pack gives all the big parts, all the docking things, everything necessary for a space station, like the docking and big solar panels that they added. Um, those docking things, the medium docking, small docking, um, large docking. Oops. Let's not do that. Let's reconnect those. There you go. All this is in the expansion pack. But let us get this off. Where'd it go? There it is. So we will turn the RDS on, or the RCS is already on. We start going down. So let's check where our orbit is currently. That way, so retrograde will be this way. And we are now heading in the correct direction. As you see right there, our orbit is becoming smaller and smaller. If you look up at the top, in the top right, our periapsis is decreasing. Apoapsis is your highest point of orbit. Periapsis is your lowest point of orbit. Velocity is, of course, how fast you're traveling. So every second, we are traveling 1,330 meters. Height, 178.7 kilometers. Everybody knows what height is. And fun fact, eccentricity is how close to a perfect circle we are. The high end of the spectrum is 1.00, lower end of the spectrum is 0.00. 0.00 means it's a perfectly round circle around what you are orbiting. There's an equal length on either side. Now, eccentricity of 1 means that you're basically a straight line. So you'll see as I pull my orbit in, the eccentricity numbers start climbing up and up and up and up. So we will cut to re-entry. Enter. Since I'm already touching the Earth, I would like to take this off. We do not need that anymore. I will set my primary focus to the capsule and focus on basically spinning the crap out of it until we are not in any line of contact with the little stage that I left back there. I think we should be fine. Just to be safe, I'll keep watching it while we fall. If we cannot time warp below 25 kilometers. Yes, we seem to be far enough away from it. I don't think it'll hit us. There's a very small chance it might, but I don't think it will. And so we are starting to fall towards the Earth at alarming rates. And I'll keep the recording on just to see if I fail and the stage does hit me, or I don't deploy the parachutes early enough and inevitably hit the ground dead, because the parts that I use, the flat capsules, are robot controlled. They are basically computers. These capsules, these round ones, or rounded ones, triangular rounded, they are carrying a single astronaut inside of them. So that is why I'm fine with crashing the others, but not these. It doesn't really matter if I crash these, but it doesn't matter that I have a space station. I'm just pretending. So, if you'll look at our path right now, it is almost a straight line. It's more a curve, but look at the eccentricity. 1. Nowhere close to being a circle. We will now release the parachute about... I'll be extra dangerous here. So that way, right as we come to the ground, opens automatically at 100, 3.9 meters per second. That is a good speed. That's a good velocity for landing. That's a good velocity for landing. Nice. And there we are. Touchdown. Almost touchdown. There you go. So we have reached low Earth orbit. So, thank you for joining me on this video. I will see you in the next one.